Hello, everyone. Good morning, USA, the world, the universe, the aliens, to everybody out there. Hope everyone's having a good morning today. Today, as I'm recording this, it is August 2nd, 2023. It is 10:45 a.m. Mountain Time. I am currently in the town of Gypsum, Colorado. It's a small little town in Colorado. It's about 45 minutes away from Vail. I think if I don't know, I'm not very good with directions, but I think if you go east, you for 45 minutes you will find you maybe west. I don't know. I'm not very good with directions. I think it's east. I might be tripping. I don't know. But 45 minutes in some direction, you will find Vale. I think about 2 hours from here is the Denver area. So if you want to, book a flight, go to some Comic Cons, go to the Nuggets. I don't know where the Rockies play. They probably play somewhere around here. There's what other Denver teams are there or Colorado teams? There's the Nuggets. There's the Nuggets. The Rockies. Scotch on the Rocks. Kind of something like that. I just forgot there's the Denver Broncos. How could I forget about them? With Russell Wilson as their QB. Man, I feel bad for all you Denver Broncos fans out there. It's been well, not, I don't feel too bad. You guys won a Super Bowl like five-ish years ago, a couple years ago. 50, I think you guys won it. You guys clapped the Carolina Panthers. I saw that on live TV. Folks. It's crazy how technology works. I feel like there's a fourth one. I don't want to look it up. I don't want to look it up because I feel like, oh, I know it. It's the Colorado Avalanche. Avalanche. It's that's their hockey team. I think they actually are pretty good. I don't know how. I think the Rockies are like. I don't really know baseball that well. There's the Cubs. Go Cubs, go. There's the Royals, who have been just not very good. It happens, man. And like, I mean, ever since they won the World Series about 9 years ago, they've just been kind of not too good. There's something driving by. I can't tell what it is. But I currently am in Gypsum, Colorado. I do not live in Gypsum, Colorado, as most of you know or don't know. I live in Iowa, the beautiful state of Iowa. Field of Dreams is there. I think they filmed a movie called State Fair is there. At least takes place there. There's the Music Man. There's the Iowa State Fair, which I'm working at in August. I like Iowa. I love you Iowans out there. I love everybody. Except maybe never mind. I love everybody. Jesus loves everybody. I love everybody. That's just how the world works. And so I'm in Gypsum, Colorado. Not home. Just kind of hanging out. And I wanted to get the ball rolling on just some new content. I really got to work on some new content. It's just like, man, I just can't make any content. For a long time, I think the one thing I really wanted to start this podcast out with was talking about, and I wanted to bring up Gypsum because, as most of you know or don't know, I haven't made a single video this whole year. Pretty much, I've just been out of it, and you're probably just thinking like, why now? Why? It's August 2nd of 2023, and you haven't made a single freaking video in like 8 months. Like, what? What Davis Cope experience? What happened? What happened? What went down in Funky Town? And so the answer I have for you is that I've just been busy. I just been out of it. It just happened where I think what happened was that, I did Root Beer Review last year from I think August to like December-ish. I think I kind of fell off the rails, just kind of got out of it. Maybe I might be tripping though, but like I think last year was like August to December, just like cranking out those root beer reviews. I had it so well planned out. I just had everything well planned out the whole summer, just like just cracking them out, just constantly working on root beer review. That was all I wanted to do was root beer review. And yeah, I really don't have much. I really haven't been. I've been busy this summer, and I think the reason that I haven't really been doing content was because I was fresh off doing root beer review for 5 months, and I was like, well, I think January through May, I just won't. I'll just kind of work on root beer review. I didn't work on root beer review through January through May. I just didn't, just because that was the last. That was the second semester of my junior year of high school. So I mean, I was just constantly busy, just homework thrown at you like freaking baseballs, just constantly busy. Which isn't. I mean, yeah. I mean, I did watch a lot of movies. It just happens, and it just kind of escaped my hands. Just butter, butterfingers. That's what I had when it came to making content for the last couple of months. Well, 8 months. That's not really a couple months. That's kind of several months, to be kind of honest. And so I had this idea. I was like, what people love? People love podcasts, and I think if I can sit down once 1 hour, maybe 2 hours, just depends on how long. I love talking about stuff. So I'm sitting in bed right now with the phone about a foot away from my mouth. I could put it a little bit closer. Bingo, bango, bongo. That looks pretty good. And talk about stuff. Talk about why am I in Gypsum, Colorado? What's the state of the channel? Talk about some cool stuff. And so I'm in Gypsum, Colorado. You already probably know that. But one thing that's interesting about standing here in Gypsum, Colorado is that if many of you know or don't care, well, I'm about to let you know. I think with root beer, so I started root beer review back in late 2020. I started it late in 2020. Originally wasn't going to make it for YouTube. I originally was just going to make it just through Google Drive and then just email it to people. And then it just got too big. Like everyone wanted to see the stuff. So I decided to make it a YouTube channel. And there was a period where I recorded 8 episodes here in Gypsum, Colorado. I'm actually sitting in the bedroom where I shot a couple of episodes. I think it was weird. I shot a couple episodes in the kitchen of the house, and I shot a couple episodes in my parents' bedroom, where my mom and my sister stayed in this room that I'm sitting in right now. So I'm currently standing in a filming location of Root Beer Review. Pretty crazy, huh? And I'm yawning. I'm sorry. Ooh. And so yeah, it's kind of interesting that right now it's kind of coincidental that a couple years later, 3 years later, I'm here. I'm recording new content. Here I am, making. And if you're listening to this podcast, well, first off, thank you for listening to me. I really appreciate it. You listening to me and talk about stuff. But man, I don't know what to talk about. I'm losing my train of thought. But I think, okay, so here's the state of the channel. Here's my thought process. Is I want to do this podcast. I want to get. It's always kind of awkward when you do the first episode of your podcast. You're kind of you're really kind of throwing at the wall and seeing what sticks. I'm kind of doing that right now. I sound kind of backed up. I woke up like an hour ago. I was watching Zack Snyder's Justice League downstairs on this huge TV, biggest TV I've ever seen. My mom just left, so the house is home alone right now, just like Macaulay Culkin back in the day, and so yeah, I'm just staying here, living life, recording content. And so what's the state of the channel? What do I want the channel to be? I think I had this idea where I think I'm going to start this podcast, get this podcast going. I think I'm going to have this podcast come out on August 6th, 2023, 6 a.m. CT. If you're listening to this podcast, I have somehow successfully researched what it takes to upload a voice memo on your iPhone into an actual podcast. Isn't that wild? Technology, folks. It's a crazy it's a crazy invention. Technology. And so, yeah, I'm just, man, this first 10 minutes are kind of a dub, but after, I think what's going to happen is, have this podcast come on Sundays, and then have beer reviews starting on August, what day? I think August 25th is when Root Beer Review is going to actually start. Do it once a week and have it go throughout December. And then just do Root Beer Review once a week every Friday. I think let's go 10 p.m. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe 8 o'clock. Maybe 8 o'clock CT. I don't know the time frame for that right now. I don't know. I think Fridays will be Root Beer Review days. Sundays will be podcast days. I don't have a name for this podcast. That's the crazy thing. I don't even have a name for this podcast yet. Gosh, diddly darn. What should the name of my podcast be? And I was thinking, my last name is Cope. You probably could figure that out. My name is Davis. Whoa, I was about to say my middle name there. But my name is Davis Cope. That's out there on the internet. You could probably Google me. Give me a googly search. And you search my name up and you see me. Maybe possibly in the cards. You see me. And so that's the idea in my head, is do podcast Sundays, Root Beer Review Fridays, and maybe another content thing will come around. I figure out, oh, that's a cool idea. I should start doing that. But I think this podcast would be kind of like I can vent stuff, talk about my life, kind of like a video diary, like Captain Kirk from Star Trek. Every episode talks about he's like space log 4,962 billion. Man, we got hit by an asteroid, and gosh, we are really struggling. We got Spock's gone missing. Scotty, beam me up, Scotty. Scotty is all gone, man. I can't find Scotty nowhere, no way, no how. This is kind of like Star Trek, I guess, or the Captain's Log. I almost met William Shatner at Planet Comic-Con last year. He was doing a signing. I almost bought a Funko Pop for him to sign. I almost did it, but I decided not to. I was like, I'm not the biggest Star Trek guy out there. I haven't watched all the episodes. I haven't seen all the movies. I am not like the biggest Star Trek guy out there. I'm not. I'm sorry. I wish I was. I would love to get into Star Trek someday. Maybe in the cards. I think it's pretty. If you have Paramount Plus, you can watch pretty much all the Star Trek content in the entire world. I do have Paramount Plus. It is an awesome streaming service. But hey, let's talk about something interesting, okay? Enough about me. Actually, we are going to talk about me, because why am I in Colorado? That's the real question. So I've been on vacation for the last couple of days. Actually, it's been a while. I think I come home this Saturday, August 5th. I don't know why I know that. And so, what should I talk about? I was going to talk about my trip and talk about what have I been watching, what have I been eating, what interesting things have happened in my life throughout the last couple of weeks. Kind of like last week tonight with John Oliver. Kind of like that, kind of talk about what's been going down in Funky Town. So let's see here. I have my notes here. Oh yeah, I know what we got to talk about. We got to talk about the recent Lego. I know you guys probably clicked on the title of the video and saw, oh, he's talking about this. That's so cool. But I wanted to talk about this burning thing I wanted to talk about. I wanted to look it up right now. Let's see here. Oh shoot, don't give me that crap. I wanted to talk about Lego news, because recently the Lego reveals have just been absolutely fire. Just absolutely pure heat. There is the new Lego Marvel minifigures Series 2. I'm gonna look that up right now, because I think they just talked about doing that. Lego Marvel minifigures Season 2. I wanted to Series 2. I'm looking this up right now. Series 2. I swear. Okay, here's the picture of it. Bingo. From the Brick Fam. So, the reveal has just been revealed. So you have, the minifigures consist of Agatha Harkness, Here's what the website says. This is from the brickfan.com. It says there are now officially images of the Lego Marvel Studios collectible minifigure series 2, series number 71039, releasing on September 1st. There are 12 characters to collect, but this time you won't be able to feel for them as they are now packaged in sealed boxes. Okay, they should still retail for $4.99 but expect to see a lot of open boxes in stores. Oh yeah, I definitely can see that being an issue. So the minifigures consist of Agatha Harkness, who is based on the I think that's Agatha from the WandaVision TV show. She actually does look cool. They actually made her look cool. They gave her the nice. I like the hair mold they used. It's the same one they used for the woman in the Ghostbusters set, not the female set, but the Sigourney Weaver's character in the Ghostbusters set. It's like I forget her name. I'm so sorry, but it does look like the actress Catherine Hahn. It does look like her. It's a kind of a cute winky face. They gave her these nice like purple. It's like they're not like stud shooters, but you press it down and they flick super far. It does look neat. I do like how it does look. It's a nice, like they got the print right, they got the face right, they got the hair right, it looks really good. They got they definitely that's not a bad looking minifigure. I'm not the biggest WandaVision fan out there. I thought the show was kind of, I thought it was kind of mid. I didn't really care for it too much. I thought it was kind of boring. That's another topic for another day. But I thought it looks okay. It looks fine. I'm not. This minifigure series is neat. There is some cool looking stuff, but I'm not specifically looking for that minifigure in my opinion. Next up on the list is Moon Knight. Moon Knight looks pretty cool. That's a new, I think, headpiece for him. He does look like a mummy, which is kind of cool. I don't know if that was the point. There's some nice side leg printing, nice arm printing. They really decked him out. He does look cool. They gave him this new moon piece. Looks like a boomerang. I've not watched Moon Knight, so that whole show is Greek to me. I've heard really good things about it, but I just have not seen it. It does look cool though. Next up, you have Mr. Knight. Wait, what? Mr. Knight? Who is that? Who is Mr. Knight? I don't. Oh, I think I see it in the back. Okay, that looks kind of cool. It's a nice. I'm not aware of the show, so I don't really know who that is. But like, he does look kind of cool. He got a nice face printing with some stitch marks. His suit looks pretty dapper. That does look cool. That does look quite cool. There's Werewolf by Night. Nice. He looks super cool. I think for any of those like Universal Studios Monsters fans, you'd be happy. Nice new head print, new face. I mean, the whole thing is like completely unique. Nice short prints. It looks neat. It does look kind of cool. I've not seen Werewolf by Night, and I've not seen like the original like Wolfman, but it does look cool. I will give them props. It does look pretty neat. There's the She-Hulk minifigure. Nice. They've really gone all out with these minifigures. They have side leg printing. They have side arm printing. They really got it down. They have the same hair. I think they've used that hair before in that green color. Man, it does look nice. Like they really, all of it looks so good. Like all these minifigures look good. Like none of these minifigures look bad. I would not be really bummed out if I got any of these minifigures, except for like one or two of them. But there's She-Hulk, there's Hawkeye. Hawkeye looks pretty neat. He has like an owl, I think. His hair looks kind of weird. He doesn't really look like Jeremy Renner. I don't really. It looks okay. I have not seen Hawkeye either, so I'm just completely out of it. Kate Bishop, I think I might be tripping, but no. Kate Bishop is, who is Kate Bishop? Is she that woman in the back there?
Maybe, I don't know. There's Cassie Lang. That's Ant-Man's daughter, I think. She's in the back there. Okay. That's kind of neat. That does look cool because you do get that might be not maybe not my favorite because you get the mini scale Ant-Man, which is really cool because I think the last time they did that, I might be tripping, but I think the last sets they had that mini one was in the Civil War set. I might be completely wrong. They may have redone it, but I think maybe in the that recent Quantumania set they had a mini version of it. But this is probably the cheapest version to get that mini version of Ant-Man, which is cool. There's Echo, Beast, Storm, and Wolverine. Finally, we got some nice, cool Wolverine minifigures. These what's it called? I'm so sorry. The X-Men minifigures look freaking cool. Wolverine looks awesome. He's got nice all new printing. Just looks so cool. I don't know if they reused the cowl. Maybe they reprinted it, but it just looks awesome. And I am so happy that X-Men fans, so they finally get the minifigures they want. Finally, a Beast minifigure, and the Storm one, we've gotten a Storm before, but this one looks pretty neat. And Beast looks pretty awesome too. I think X-Men fans will get a kick out of the minifigure series, but they all look. I'm so happy that they got the arm and leg printing on most of these minifigures. I don't think Storm has any, but I think that's fine. She has these long sleeves. I don't know. I think it's fine that she gets a pass for not having arm printing, but it's okay. They do look all so dope. They do all look pretty cool. Am I going to be specifically hunting for this minifigure set? I don't know. I'm not the biggest Marvel fan out there. I think Marvel fans will like it. I can't imagine them not liking this minifigure series, but it does look pretty cool. I think Marvel fans will be happy. I think it's a nice, solid minifigure series. That's what I gotta say. Thumbs up, Lego. Good job, Lego. You guys knocked it out of the park. There were talks of a Dune leak. There was a talk about there was a leak for a new Dune Lego set. I'm not tripping. There's a Lego Dune leak. I'm googling this right now. There's a Dune leak. I'm looking this up right now. So this is from 9to5toys.com. I think that's the website. I hope that's the right website. I'm getting a lot of weird ads. And what can really only be described as some fun, yet completely unexpected. That's not. So they talk about they talk about the ornithopter. This is a really long article. And so the rumor is that it's supposed to be about $150. That's the rumor. It's supposed to have 1,300 pieces and with 4 minifigures. I'm pretty sure of those minifigures, I think they should include Paul. I would be wildly surprised if they don't have a Paul minifigure. But I think Lego going into the Dune world is an awesome idea. I think Dune is a cool theme. I've read the book. I read part 1 of the book. I read the first half of the book, which is what the first movie is based on. And I've seen the original David Lynch movie, which isn't very good, but I've never actually seen the Denis Villeneuve film. I'm planning on watching that sometime this week while I'm here in Colorado. But that set does look pretty neat. If you've looked it up, you can look it up. It looks pretty neat. I hope it gets made because I feel like it will sell well with maybe adults. I don't really think kids are big. I can't really imagine many kids being really into Dune. I just don't think. I think more kids are into Star Wars and Marvel, and I just think Dune is a little bit harder of a theme to really push towards children, just because it's the book is very dense. I mean, Lord of the Rings, I think some kids might like it. I think maybe older kids like Lord of the Rings. I love Lord of the Rings. Big Lord of the Rings fan. What other reveals have there been recently? I'm just going for the last week. I don't want to go too far down the rabbit hole of the Lego news and leaks. Let's see here. I think that's what I'm gonna cover for now. I think that's all the Lego stuff I'm gonna cover. There's so much more to talk about. There's the Sonic sets. There's the overpriced Marvel set. There's the Ahsoka sets. There's the Gringotts set. There's a lot I could talk about, but I think I'll stop there. I think that's all I'm gonna talk about, the Lego leaks. I could go on forever and ever, but I want to hold my time here. I don't think everybody is really into like Lego as much as I am, at least. And so, what is next on my notes here? I was going to talk about. So, on my way to Colorado, I watched some movies. Yes, sir, ma'am. I watched some movies. I watched for the first time. I think. Let's see here. I'm going to my Letterboxd profile here. On July 20th of this year, I watched, for the first time ever, I watched it all the way through, somehow successfully. I watched Transformers: Age of Extinction for the first time all the way through. Came out in 2014. I watched this in the car ride up to Colorado. Watched it. It is a 165-minute film. It is directed by Michael Bay. And I've not seen every single Michael Bay movie. I've never seen Bad Boys. I've never seen The Rock. I've never seen Armageddon. I've never seen Pearl Harbor. I've never seen Bad Boys 2. I've never seen The Island. I have seen the original 3 Transformers movies. I've not seen Pain and Gain. But I have seen Transformers: Age of Extinction. And oh boy, it's bad. I mean, it's so long. It just, my review on Letterboxd, it said I said it never ends, and it really does. It really never ends. You're watching it and you're thinking like, oh, like just please end the movie. Just stop. I want to stop watching this movie. And that's what I thought the whole movie. It just goes on and on and on. It feels like a freaking eternity just watching that movie. And I think the original 3 Transformers movies they are what they are. They really, I think the first one, I have not seen the first one in like years. The last time I watched it, it was on like DVD, and like an old TV. I watched it in my bedroom. I think like years ago. Like I'm saying at more than 5 years. Like it's maybe like 6 years, maybe 7 years. It's been a long time since maybe even 7 years. It's been a long time since I've seen that original Transformers movie on DVD. Revenge of the Fallen, I remember I watched. I remember that one being just bad. Like just, it's so long and so complicated and just really not that good. Dark of the Moon is my favorite of those 3. And I think that's not it's mid. I think it's mid. I just think it is too long. It is like, it has just a lot of schlock. And obviously I think the best part of that whole movie is when they fight in Chicago, and there's that awesome, I liked how they brought Leonard Nimoy into it. I think it's cool that Optimus Prime, spoilers by the way, he gets to fight both Megatron. He kicks the crap out of Megatron. He cuts his head off, which was just, as a kid, I just thought that was freaking cool. And then he kills Leonard Nimoy's character, who I can't remember. I think like Centennial Prime, that was his name. It's been a long time since I've watched that one too. And then he kills him with that gun. He's like, you betrayed us. Boom, 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 boom. And like, I think he just shoots him once. I was just trying to be dramatic and funny. And so, yeah. And then I saw Bumblebee in the theaters back in 2019. I saw that, and like, there was a lot of people there that day. I saw Aquaman and Bumblebee. I saw in one whole day. It was funny. I got a bunch of AMC gift cards for Christmas. And I was like, you know what? On a day, I'm going to go see Aquaman and Bumblebee and The Grinch and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. 4 movies in one day. I'm going to do it. And so I remember I saw Aquaman first.
and then Bumblebee, and like I remember Bumblebee was a packed theater. Everybody wanted to go see that movie. And I really liked Bumblebee. I thought it was. I didn't really like it, but I thought it was a good movie. They finally made a good Transformers movie, and then I think over the summer, I think back in June, there was the Rise of the Beast movie, which I watched, and before that movie, I even watched the old 1986 Transformers movie, and I gotta say, that 86 Transformers movie is the best Transformers movie. It is easily way better than all the live action ones. The animation is crisp. The voice acting cast is stacked. I mean, freaking Orson Welles as Unicron. I mean, that's just freaking awesome, man. They got just the animation is so dope. The soundtrack is killer. I was literally writing my notes and I was listening to the Touch by Stan Butch. Like, you got the touch, ba 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 ba. You got the power, ba 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 ba. Like, just it just sounds so neat. It sounds so cool. It's like that soundtrack is so good. There's like dare to believe you can survive. Ba, 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 ba. And then there's like it's weird. There's like they got like dare to be stupid. Dare to be stupid. It's like the Weird Al song. I'm not very good at singing. This is why I only did show choir for 1 year. I think you can tell by now. And so Transformers: Age of Extinction is bad. It's really bad. Mark Wahlberg is in it for some reason. They probably paid him a lot of money. The CGI is like it's fine. I bet a lot of people worked on it. It was the highest grossing movie of 2014, which is nuts. I just not a big fan of it. I gave it a 3 out of 10. It's a little shocky, little fun. I think Kelsey Grammer's in it. He's Frasier. Niles. And like there's also Stanley Tucci. Stanley Tucci, Tuki, Tohei. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I'm sorry for butchering your name. I just thought it was bad. I gave it a 3 out of 10. Not that good. Not very good at all. And then the next day, I watched it on Blu-ray, by the way. And the next day after that, on the car ride up, I watched. Oh boy, it gets worse, folks. It gets worse, folks. I watched the other Transformers movie, Transformers: The Last Night, and man, they literally made Age of Extinction. They made Age of Extinction, and Michael Bay was like, "Hey, that movie was pretty bad. How can we make Transformers: The Last Night? How can we make it possibly worse? How can we do it?" I think it's possible. How can we make it worse? And you know what? They made The Last Night, and it was even worse than Age of Extinction. It was even worse. It was more of a drag. It was worse. It was way more boring. It was like everything about it was worse. They literally made it worse. They made it like more complicated, and they made it like, gosh, I watched that movie and I thought this is actually like a terrible movie. Like it's not really that entertaining. It's boring. It's like it doesn't make any sense. Like somehow like it should be fun. It should be just dumb, stupid fun, but it's not. It's so boring. Like I was like falling asleep like watching it. I was like, good Lord. Like it's just like who like they gave Michael Bay hundreds of millions of dollars to make a boring movie. And I was just like, and it's just like, they made Optimus Prime evil. I was like, bruh, like, why would you do that? Like, who wanted that? Just stick to the formula, man. What? I mean, he was probably on acid when he made that movie. Like, just like nothing makes sense. Nothing about it is really that interesting. I thought they brought back Ken Watanabe and John Goodman, which I was like, hey, I like those guys. I'm happy that they're making some dough off of this. There's Marco Wahlberg, he's back. I think he takes his shirt off probably more than once because, hey, you know, women like Transformers too. And hey, men like Transformers too. They like to see Mark Wahlberg with his shirt off. Transformers: The Last Night is actually terrible. It's not a good movie. I was like, just like, please, just like, can this movie please be over? Like, it just, I can't imagine watching that in the theater. I would just like, I would probably die. Not die, but like, man, this die of boredom. I was just like, this movie is just just wrong. Why would they do this? It was so confusing. Get the Shia LaBeouf and his character, he's related to Merlin. The wizard, like freaking the wizard Merlin. The wizard Merlin. Shia LaBeouf, he's related to him. Shia LaBeouf, he might be a wizard. He's not in the movie, but he might be a wizard. It's a fact. And then Anthony Hopkins shows up. He's like, Merlin's related to Shia LaBeouf. Yeah. That was my. I can't. Oh. Yeah, don't. It's bad. It really is bad. I would not recommend it to most people. The only saving factors of it. John Goodman, Once Nobby, they made a little bit of money off of it. I like those people a lot. You know, keep those people making movies. They're so good. Mark Wahlberg, he takes his shirt off. He's awesome. Peter Cullen, I think maybe Frank Welker was a part of it. Love Peter Cullen. The CGI is fine. I bet there were people out there who poured their blood, sweat, and tears into making this movie. And I respect that. I absolutely respect that. But it's just a bad movie. It happens, you know, not a great movie. Not pretty boring. Just doesn't really do much for me. And I'm going to give Transformers Last Night a 2 out of 10. That's my rating of Transformers Last Night. Not great. Not that good. Came out in 2017. Did not make any money. Well, that's not true. It made more than its budget, but it's still a big freaking pancake flop. And yeah, and there weren't any Transformers. Michael Bay was like, I'm done. Goodbye. Peace out, homies. And yeah, goodbye, Michael Bay. You are not a good filmmaker. You are not a great filmmaker. You are on drugs. And then after that movie, I watched another bad movie. I watched The Fifth Wave, which came out in 2016, directed by Jay Blakeson. That's like not like Jay, but just Jay. Just Jay. Like, you know, like Jam. Directed 5 movies. He made a movie called I Care a Lot. That's one thing that I cannot say about this movie that I watched. The Disappearance of Alice Creed. A movie called Gunpowder with Kit Harington. Okay. All right. And a movie called Pitch Perfect. Not the Pitch Perfect, but something else. And yeah, this movie is called The Fifth Wave. It stars Chloe Grace Moretz, who, you know, she's okay. You know, she's been in some movies here and there. You know, she's been in Kick-Ass, Hugo, Bolt, Pneumonia, not Ammonia, but Pneumona, Dark Shadows, Kick-Ass 2, Devil May Kid, Equalizer, the Carrie remake that came out a couple years ago, Neighbors 2, The Addams Family, Muppets Most Wanted, movie 43, and The Fifth Wave. And then you got Nick Robinson, who was in Jurassic World, Love, Simon, Con Skull Island, The Kings of Summer. This movie called Made, not M-A-D-E, but M-A-I-D. And then he's also in this movie. You got Ron Livingston, who is in The Conjuring, The Flash, which is a good movie, Adaptation, Office Space, a movie called Tully, directed by Jason Reitman, The Band of Brothers, the TV show, The End of a Tour, directed by James Ponsoldt, and The Vacation remake, directed by John Francis Daly and Jonathan Goldstein. And he's also in this movie, which is also kind of a shame because I actually really like him as an actor. Got a guy named Alex Rowe, plays a guy named Evan Walker. He was also in a movie called Hot Summer Nights. And this movie, he's also in, you got Micah Monroe, who is also in It Follows, Honey Boy, The Bling Ring, Watcher, Hot Summer Nights, The Guest, Independence Day Resurgence, Greta, and this movie. Zachary Arthur, Liev Schreiber, Tony Revolori, who plays a guy named Dumbo.
Yeah, yeah. I kind of forgot he was actually in this movie, but this movie, this movie is bad. This movie was also pretty bad. It's 112 minutes. It feels like an eternity. I'm sorry. It's not a good movie. It's really boring. It's about the premise is 16-year-old Cassie Sullivan tries to save the world, devastated by the waves of an alien invasion that has already decimated the population and knocked mankind back to the Stone Age. Yeah, it that sounds kind of cool. First off, you never even see the freaking aliens. You never even see you see like some ships that kind of look like alien ships, and like the whole premise of the movie. It's like here's the twist, guys. I'm spoiling the movie because it's a bad movie. Here's the twist, guys. Here's the real twist, guys. They actually the aliens are not actually they're not actually aliens. They're actually just ourselves. We're actually killing our own people. Isn't that crazy? Our brains are washed. They soaked our brains in Mountain Dew. Oh my goodness. We are not. We are killing ourselves, guys. We are screwing ourselves. We are messing up our own existence, guys. This is really, really, really bad. Uh-oh. Holy shnikes. We're in trouble. Yeah, it's really bad. I was like, man, this movie is also pretty terrible. And I watched it right after Transformers the last night. So it's like it's like getting punched twice in the face watching two bad movies. I guess maybe 1 star as well. I did not care for this movie at all. It was not good. I mean, if you can watch it if you want to. But you know what? Here's what happened. I watched this on Blu-ray in the car as well. But here's the thing. You know, my day become instantaneously better because after I watched The Fifth Wave, I watched a movie and I was like, you know what? This movie is freaking awesome. I love this movie. I watched a movie called The Lost Boys, directed by Joel Schumacher, starring Jason Patrick, Corey Haim, Diane West, Barnard Hughes, Edward Herrmann, Kiefer Sutherland, big 24 fan, Jamie Gertz, Corey Feldman, Jameson Newlander, Brooke McCarter, Billy Worth, Alex Winter from the Bill and Ted movies. Man, the movies are so like I watched The Lost Boys and I'm like, this movie is freaking awesome. They've like after watching 2 terrible movies in a row, watching The Lost Boys, it's so good. It's so awesome. It's 97 minutes. Sleep all day. Party all night. Never grow old. Never die. It's fun to be a vampire. Heck yeah. A mother and her 2 teenage sons move to seemingly nice and quiet small coastal California town, yet soon find out that it's overrun by bike gangs and vampires. A couple teenage friends take it upon themselves to hunt down the vampires that they suspect and of a few mysterious murders and restore peace and calm to their town. Yeah, dude, it's freaking awesome. I'm gonna go blow my nose real quickly. Yeah, and also that day, like we also yeah, so I watched that movie and I was like, this movie is freaking awesome. This is a 7 out of 10 for me. Looks beautiful. It's creepy. It's cool. It's like it is a fun movie. Also on that day, so this day was July 21st, 2023. And yeah, this movie is really good. I would definitely recommend The Lost Boys. I give it a 7 out of 10. The acting is pretty good. And then so after actually that day, so that day was July 21st. So that's the day that Barbie and Oppenheimer came out. But then after that, actually that day I actually had an interesting culinary experience. We were driving, so that day we were driving from Gypsum, Colorado to Los Angeles, California. And
what happened was that we actually stopped on the way to get we went to this like Love's gas station, and inside this Love's gas station was an Arby's. Arby's. And like, I live in and where I live in Iowa, there's a lot of like good restaurants in like the area. So I almost never go to Arby's. Just almost never. It's never it's never really on my resume to go to an Arby's. Just never. And so we went into this Love's gas station, and this is like lunchtime. It's like 1:00, 2:00 in the afternoon, and I went into Arby's with my sister, and I got Arby's has this thing. I'm not joking. They have it on their menu. I'm looking this up right now. It is called, let's see here, Arby's Wagyu Burger. So let's see here. So you can go to Arby's, and you can order the Wagyu burger. So let's see here. So it's called the Arby's Wagyu Burger. Here's an article. Arby's Burger Review. I ate the new Wagyu Steakhouse Burger, so you don't have to. And so I got this burger because, first off, if you don't know what Wagyu is like Wagyu. I don't know if that's the right way to pronounce it, but I had this Arby's Wagyu burger, and got the nice Arby's curly fries. That's like, I mean, those are like the best like French fries in the fast food like world. Like, I don't think there's a better place in the world that has better fries than Arby's. They are just smackalicious. They are just so good. And I had this Arby's Wagyu burger. I asked for like no like vegetables on it, none of that stuff. And I got the so it's just a bun, a burger, and like the special sauce. So it's like a Big Mac sauce. It's like, and I had the burger, and you know what? It's the quote Samuel L. Jackson, this is a tasty burger. It is a solid burger. They kind of got it right. They finally kind of got a decent menu item on Arby's. It tasted good. It tasted okay. But I'm curious what this website online has to say about the Arby's Wagyu burger. Arby's came out with a perfectly adequate fast food burger. Oh, I don't want an ad. It tastes like a thicker version of a Whopper. I'd agree with that. That part is fine. What's weird about the new Deluxe Wagyu Steakhouse burger is that it's fake fancy. It's a Honda Civic trying to pass itself off as a Ferrari by spending its rent check on a tricked-out spoiler and a sick racing stripe. The restaurant has forever billed itself as having the meats. We have the meats. Is now suddenly declaring which meats it has. It's like having a friend that's never cared about fashion suddenly telling you they bought a Rolex off Amazon for $50. Okay, I don't know where this person is going. They seem excited, but I'm skeptical about the quality. I also don't particularly care. It's an $8 burger, $8.50 if you want to throw bacon on there. They call it the Arby's Next Gen Grind Meat Steak Disc plus limited edition with a 5G on a Bluetooth Cyber Gluten Omega Protein 3 bun. Okay, what is he talking about? What is he or she talking about here? It wouldn't make us difference. It's a burger with some sparkly language on it. The Arby's Wagyu Steakhouse burger. Here's what I don't understand. Why is Arby's trying so hard with this? Who do they think this burger is going to win over? I had no doubt Arby's could make a decent burger. It's not that hard. If Kanye West up and decided that he was going to put out a country music album, I'm sure if he was really invested and spent time working on it at some remote volcanic island recording studio, he could do it. I bet it'd be decent with like 7 of the 12 songs actually being good. People would listen to it, but I'd be sitting there thinking, I wish I could just be listening to Homecoming. Dude, Homecoming is so good. That's such a good I was about to say Coldplay, but it's such a good Kanye West song. Because it somehow pulled off the miracle of making Coldplay seem cool. Okay. Don't roast my band Coldplay, okay? Is any of this relevant? No. Yeah, damn right. But neither is the fact that Arby's says that this burger was cooked Sous vide. Okay, that's I think this person is just like trying to be annoying. This person is like trying to find what. This person is like trying to act like Arby's is like like going out of their way to make this awesome burger. They're not. I ordered this in a freaking gas station in like Utah. Okay, like what does it taste like? What's notable about this burger is how little I found myself focusing on the patty itself. It came well adorned with lettuce, tomato, onion, pickles, and a nice mayo-based burger sauce. It also came on a delightfully chewy bun, which Arby's claims is brioche. Whatever. It's an okay burger bun. Arby's, chill out for a sec. I think this person should chill out for a sec. All the burger fixings combined to create a crunchy, fresh, flavorful experience to heighten a burger that came pretty well seasoned with a nice buzz of peppery flavor. These are all positive things. It's just weird that these are the things that stand out for a burger that claims to be made with real expense, fatty beef. The draw of fancy beef like Wagyu is the high fat content. The extensive marbling is the meat makes it more flavorful when all that fat renders as it cooks. The burger patty wasn't particularly fatty or juicy. The beef actually tasted a bit on the lean side. It wasn't bad. However, I found myself focusing more on the seasoning than the flavor of the meat itself. I honestly got more flavor from the burger seasoning than the beef itself. That's normally fine in a fast food burger. It's just perplexing that Arby's does so much to market the Wagyu angle without it paying off in any noticeable way. There's also a bacon ranch version. Ooh, that actually does sound kind of good. That will cost you a little bit extra. The ranch elements didn't stand out a whole lot. I didn't really notice a change in the sauce. The bacon was a nice addition, adding some savory meat elements to the burger. Again, it's not a great sign up for a patty when the fast food bacon is doing a lot of heavy meat lifting. So is that any good? Yes, this was a solid burger. It's more expensive than its counterparts at McDonald's, Burger King, and Wendy's. But most of that money probably went to doing the bare minimum to advertise this as Wagyu without getting sued. I certainly liked it more than the rest of Arby's menu. The final word. Dun dun dun. You know what the worst part of all this Wagyu nonsense is? It doesn't really even help out a burger. Wagyu is a rare, expensive type of meat that comes from a carefully bred line of cattle from Japan. The Wagyu in this instance is American Wagyu, which is a cross between Japanese Wagyu and other cattle. Arby's markets this burger as a blend of 52% American Wagyu and 48% ground beef. Wait, what's up with the second half? It's just ground beef? Not 100% certified Angus or whatever marketing nonsense? It's troubling that the Arby's press release can't even get to the end of the sentence before it lowers its meat standards. Here's the thing. None of this even matters. What makes Wagyu special is the amount of fat it has in it. The rich marbling, it's a matter in a burger. You can't just add fat when you grind it. That's why when you buy a ground beef with different levels of lean to fat content, such as 70-30 or 80-20 at any supermarket in America, the end result is a weird hybrid of expensive steak and generic beef that ends up being unremarkable in any way. Ultimately, you're just paying for the marketing. Yeah, that's what this guy had to say about it. Or gal, I don't know. Let's see what else the internet has to say about it. Here's the Arby's description of it. Here's the Arby's. Here, I'm gonna go to the menu. Limited time. So it's I think I just got the deluxe, but I just like asked for like nothing on it. So, about the sandwich, what's included? Wagyu steakhouse burger patty, American cheese, shredded lettuce, pickles, red onion, tomato, burger sauce, brioche bun. So when I ordered this burger, I got no lettuce, no pickles, no onion, or no tomato. So I was like, no, I'm not doing that. A Wagyu blend burger topped with American cheese, shredded lettuce, tomato, pickles, onion, and burger sauce on a toasted buttery brioche bun. Burger blend made with 51% American Wagyu and 49% ground beef. Limited time only at participating locations while supplies last. Yeah, so I could go through the nutrition facts on it. So it's a 715 calorie burger. Mine was probably less than that because of all the vegetables I took off of it. Calories from fat, 384 calories. 43 grams of fat. That's probably a lot from the bun, I think. 17 grams of saturated fat, 1 gram of trans fat, 97 grams of cholesterol, 1,063 milligrams of sodium, 46 grams of carbohydrates, 3 grams of dietary fiber, 14 grams of sugar, and that's probably from the sauce, and 39 grams of protein. Huh. Well, I mean, it's not terrible for you. There's worse things out there, I bet. But like, I do think the burger. The thing about Arby's is like I've been to Arby's. I don't really go to Arby's that often. I just think like the food there is just kind of like. I'm not a big cold cut guy. I'm not a big like Jimmy John's guy. I'm just not a big Arby's guy. I'm just the Arby's are the sell. But I do think this burger is like it's like if I'm gonna get something at Arby's right now, I'm gonna get this burger again because it tasted like okay. It's limited time. It's interesting. People are mad about it. I think the report of the week he did a video about it. I've not watched it just because I just haven't just hasn't been on my radar. Yeah, he made a 17 almost 18-minute video about it on my birthday, May 26, 2023, about something's wrong with the Arby's Wagyu burger. Yeah, he might be right. I do trust his taste buds. So I see another review from the Burger Beast. This guy, you know from the title this guy is talking about. This guy knows what he's talking about. Get the Arby's Wagyu Steakhouse burger while you can. When I saw the ad for the new Arby's Wagyu Steakhouse burger, I instantly remembered the time they had yanked our chain. Okay, sorry folks. And March 2009 with their roast burgers. You can scroll to the bottom of this post to see my thoughts about those fellas. Who's Marcella? Marcella craved Arby's orange cream shake, so the universe was trying to make this visit happen one way or another. Plus, I needed some time on the drive over to finalize out if I would order the deluxe or the bacon ranch Wagyu Steakhouse burger. There actually is an image on this guy's website of like the difference between what they look like. So the deluxe is a lot cheaper. I did not get the bacon ranch version. I got just the deluxe. If I were to go back again, I would probably get the bacon ranch just to give it a try. Why not? My burger arrives while Marcella is enjoying her orange cream shake, a limited time offer item. That actually does sound kind of good. An orange cream shake. That does sound kind of good. I would try that. Which Arby's Steakhouse burger did I get? Anyways, was there any doubt I'd go the deluxe route? The deluxe has American cheese, lettuce, tomato, onions, and a burger sauce on a toasted brioche bun. My other options was the Bacon Ranch Wagyu Steakhouse burger. This burger has the same ingredients, but there's no burger sauce. In its place is a bacon and a Parmesan peppercorn ranch sauce. That sounds fire. Those seem more like toppings for a chicken sandwich. Maybe Arby's place should have been to bring back the onion petals or pair them with the smoky Q sauce. Just a thought. Arby's Deluxe Wagyu Steakhouse burger thoughts. There are too many bad burgers out there. That's why Arby's created this burger with Wagyu beef cooked medium well with a hint of pink. Limited time only participant in U.S. locations while supplies last. Made with a blend of Wagyu and ground beef from the Arby's website. Since the devil is in the details, you'll see that a 6.4 ounce burger are made with a blend of Wagyu and ground beef. If you read the burger's full description, is there a breakdown of these percentages? Yep, this burger patty is a 52% blend of American Wagyu and 48% of ground beef. Yeah, this article is already kind of stretching it. That's like, it's already like, I think it was like 51-49. So I think they're like trying to like, hey, go get this burger. It's got 52% beef. It's got it. The more I dig into the Wagyu Steakhouse burger, the better it sounds. More surprising is the claim that Arby's burgers will be served medium well with a pink center. How will Arby's be able to pull that off? The beef patties are cooked sauce vide style, which makes a whole lot of sense. I can confirm the center was indeed pink. Yeah, there's a picture of the guy holding the burger. It was indeed pink. Seeing the patty between medium and medium well was a pleasant surprise. We might have had a winner if this burger had come out hot and not lukewarm. The flavor was there, but I was served in a Wagyu Steakhouse burger that had been sitting around and then finished when I placed my order. Wait, what? The flavor was there, but I was served on a Wagyu Steakhouse burger that had been sitting around and then finished when I placed my order. Okay, I get it now. It was like the burger was made before he actually ordered it. This picture might give the illusion that it was overcooked, but as you can see, the inside is pink and the cheese is barely melted, so it appears that to be an execution issue. It's a shame because my bud Ed ate his deluxe Wagyu Steakhouse burger at his local Arby's minutes before I ate mine, and he loved it. This sandwich has the potential to be a solid fast food burger option. Update. Arby has no grills or griddles, so these burgers are deep fried. The burger's crinkle cut fries, a medium Coke, and the medium orange cream shake came to $14.32 for your fast food bookkeepers at home. The endorsement tries to deluxe Wagyu burger steakhouse. That's just other articles. And then he talks about the roast. He talks about the roast burger. Huh. Okay. Pretty interesting. So yeah. I think I'm gonna call it a day on this episode of the podcast. Thank you guys for listening to me talk about Arby's and a channel update and some movies I watched. I rambled a lot. I sometimes stutter a lot. It happens. I'm sorry. But thank you guys for listening and for me ramble on and on and on. Look forward to more content soon. If you're listening to this, I somehow successfully learned how to edit and do some other stuff with the podcast. But guys, and gals, thank you for listening. I really appreciate it. Have a good rest of your day. Look forward to some more content soon. It's happening, folks. I swear to God or to gosh, it's happening. Please be patient. Thank you for listening. Sorry for rambling. I know it's the first episode, first episode jitters. It happens. Thank you guys for listening. You guys are awesome. And have a good rest of your day, or week, or month, or year, or day, or hour, minute, second. You guys are awesome. Make good choices. Be good people. And I'll see you on the flip flop.